At the time of me recording this video, it is 2:52 a.m. I don't say this to give myself a little pat on the back like I'm a hard worker, even though, you know, I am. I say this because if I sound a little dead and a little mopey in the video, that's why. It's early. But if you're a newcomer to the channel, I don't usually sound like this unless somehow I manage to match the energy I have in my other videos. In that case, I do. And if you are a newcomer, go ahead and subscribe, man. Subscribe, bro. I make great videos like this all the time. I mean, you won't know if it's a great video. You know what? Let's not even worry about all that. Let's get into it. Hey, yo, so you ever just been like chilling, you know what I'm saying? Watching some, wait, hold on. Had to make sure I was at 30-second mark so this video didn't get demonetized. You ever been chilling, you know what I'm saying? You just watch some hentai and you like, damn, bro, this is a good plot they got going.
Hey, this nigga just said he watched hentai for plot, bro. You're weird.
Perfectly describes the Qwaser of Stigmata. Stigmata? I don't know, it doesn't matter. So at the time of this recording, the only other like this anime is weird video I have on my channel is the Bastard video, but I want to do more like these because, like, if I'm being real, they're like easy and they're fun videos to make. And so like the structure is going to be like, you know, summarizing the episode, you know, making some jokes here, pointing out the weird stuff, but I can't really go into detail about like the first like 50 seconds of the show because like I can't. I also just can't show what happens either because YouTube probably won't even let me put it up. But I can't show a lot of what happens in this show because YouTube just will block the video. So this is definitely a show you should just like watch for yourself because, you know, I can't give you the full effect. But so yeah, we're just gonna skip past like the first 30 seconds. Don't worry, I'll bring it back full circle and reference it and explain what happens eventually, but just for now, don't worry about that. So we meet two of our main characters, Mafuyu and Tomo, and they are cousins who seemingly were raised together and are pretty much sisters. Mafuyu is basically a nice, strong female lead, and Tomo is just a busty damsel in distress. But you know what I'm saying, I'm not judging. We get to see that their school life isn't all sunshine and rainbows, as they kind of just get ridiculed by other kids because kids are pieces of shit, I guess. There's really no reason that they're getting bullied is my point. They just kind of seem ostracized for some reason, and there's this one really mean girl who seems like she's the daughter of the dean, and then there's this pink-haired girl who's like supposed to be nice, I guess, but she's actually really passive aggressive, so much so to the point that you end up hating her way more than the girl you're actually supposed to hate. So yeah, then see Mafuyu stand up to the girls while Tomo stops her from beating this bitch's ass. I mean, you know what I'm saying, I'm not a bed man, but pretty sure she fuck her up. This solidifying their roles even more. Again, strong, nice female lead and busty bimbo. So she trips and we get like the 30th upskirt shot of this episode, and we're only halfway through. And let me just touch on the fan service again. I don't think I've touched on it. Like I said, it's like 2 a.m. I can't remember, sorry if I have. I am not the biggest fan of fan service, but I'm not a stickler about it either. That being said though, as long as it actually serves a purpose, fine, you can get away with it. The purpose 9 times out of 10 being for comedic effect. I don't want fan service just for the sake of fan service. If I wanted fan service just for the sake of fan service, I would watch hentai. Got it? Okay. If you were doing it for comedic effect though, then that's fine as long as it's, you know, actually funny because that's serving a purpose. But you know, the Qwaser of Stigmata, however the hell you say this, fan service definitely serves a purpose, and it ain't comedy. Like I said, Tomo trips and we get like the 1000th upskirt shot this episode with more to come. She trips, she falls down, and she falls on top of a little boy. So on first glance, I'm thinking like, oh yeah, this is a boy, but like, he he is kind of like a feminine looking boy, I guess. But then again, you know, he's like a young boy. So I'm just like, oh, okay, I'm like, gut. Then he gets pulled up in the show and they're like, is it a boy or a girl? And I'm like, oh my gosh, y'all have fan service and traps. Like, what are we doing right now? So Tomo sits up because, you know, she just did like dead fall with all her body weight on a little kid. And the kid almost instinctively off muscle memory just starts like groping and sucking on her titties, bruh. Like, can't make this shit up. You see it right now. Hey. So they take him home because he's probably concussed from getting hit in the head by these big old things. He vanishes Batman-esque out the window, which leads Mafuye to worry about this little kid that she just met for some reason and go out looking for him. Now, pause on that. Remember how early in the video I was like, I'm not gonna talk about the first 30 seconds because blah 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 blah. Probably can't get the video up, can't show it anyway. So in those first 30 seconds, they're showing a serial killer, and it's something they talk about sporadically throughout the episode. And it's a guy who like is killing women, and I think he's trying to like get information. I don't really know. Doesn't really matter because it's only the first episode. If you want to know more, go watch the show. So, like I said, he's looking for information. Remember, Mafuyi's uncle is like a person in high religious tolerance. She may have information. Whoop whoop whoop. He captures her, and then, you know what I'm saying, he kind of gets tired of her. Things about to get popping, and who steps in? The little silver-haired trap boy coming through with the great Deus Ex Machina. But remember how they found him? He was pretty weak and banged up, seemingly from a prior battle now, I guess. But not only does he end up beating this weirdo serial killer hentai villain guy, he one-shots him. But how does he do that? By powering up, of course. But how does he power up? Oh, I am so glad you asked, buddy. Alexander, which is the nice silver-haired trap boy's name, powers up by drinking breast milk. And no, don't worry, it gets even more weird than that, because you're like, I mean, that's weird, but you know, I guess he just like carries like, you know, containers of breast. No, he has a partner that helps him, you know, beat up the baddies, and her main purpose is to let this nigga, you know, suck on her titties and drink her breast milk. To which he, you know, then powers up and beats the bad guys. So, yep, that's the type of stuff I watch. As you can imagine, Mafuyi's a little thrown off by this, to say the very least. And then we find out that Alexander is going to be planted in that area for a little while, so he has to integrate into Mafuyu's and Tomo's school, even though he's only 13 and they're high schoolers, because, you know, he's really smart or whatever. And his personality is kind of just like your nice, generic, arrogant, douchey emo boy, which is fine, I guess. And they get into wacky, crazy titty adventures for the next 35 episodes. 24 episodes in this season, and then 12 episodes in the next season. Yes, this anime got a second season. So if that tells you anything, that just means that there are people out there who thoroughly enjoyed this. I won't pass judgment on them, but yeah, so that was the Qwaser of Stigmata. That was, it's a weird anime. Thank you for watching. If you made it to this point, I don't know why I said that, because obviously if you're hearing a thank you, that means you made it to this point in the video. But if you did make it to this point in the video, I'm assuming you either A, enjoyed the video, or B, just let the video play because you were too lazy to turn my shitty video off. But hopefully, assuming it was the first part, go ahead and subscribe, maybe leave a little like, maybe leave a little comment, you know what I'm saying, Why? Because I make videos at this quality or better all the time. I'm out. Gonna go fucking sleep.
Bye.